When you're talking about someone who is maybe at the beginning of their drug using career, for me, the important message to get across to them is that it is potentially the beginning of a career that will eat up the majority of your time and that will have an adverse impact on all of the significant relationships that you have with people whom you love. And that once you're in, it will be profoundly difficult to get out of. And when you finally get out of it, you might find that you've spent the best part of your life doing so.
For the youngsters of this generation, growing up of today, those that are taking up the time and the space of becoming dealers and carrying guns and so forth, there's a reason for that. In order to protect what you're trying to gain, you have to shoot, to kill, to maim, whatever. Is it worth your life spending it in prison with nothing whatsoever? People outside suffering, for what purpose? Simply because you wanted to be somebody? Be somebody, be straight. That's my advice to you.
I think it's an immature act and you should think before you act. Think of the consequences because, you know, the first time you take drugs, it could kill you literally. So, do you want to die now?
The advice that I would give to a young person who's currently taking drugs is to get some information about what you're taking. Never mix drugs. Don't mix drugs with alcohol. Make sure that you stay safe. Seek help and advice. At first, it may well be something that you're doing that is fun, that everybody's doing, but dependency on drugs can soon develop.
My advice to anyone that is giving up is to seek help now and breaking the cycle and getting on with life, enjoying life. It's there to be lived to the full.
From the Black Police Associations and my advice, it would be is to try and stay away from it. I know there is peer group pressure, but try and find somebody that you look up to, that you can see as a good role model for yourself.
This poetry is like a rhythm that drops. The tongue brings a rhythm that shoots like a shot. This poetry is designed for ranting, dancehall style, big mouth chanting. This poetry won't put you to sleep saying, follow me like you're blind sheep. This poetry is not party political, not designed for those who are critical. This poetry goes with me when I go to my bed. It gets into my dreadlocks and it lingers around my head. This poetry is with me when I am riding my bike. I have tried Shakespeare, respect due dear, but this is the stuff I like. This poetry is not afraid of going in a book, no, but this poetry needs ears to hear and eyes to have a look. Yes, this poetry is verbal rhythm, no big words involved, and if I have a problem, the rhythm gets it solved. I have tried to be romantic, it did no good for me. I take a reggae rhythm and build my poetry. I could try something personal, but you've heard it all before. No written words are needed because plenty words in store. This poetry is called dub ranting. The tongue plays a beat and the body starts skanking. This poetry is quick and childish. This poetry is for the wise and foolish. Anybody can do it for free. This poetry is for you and me. Don't stretch your imagination. This poetry is for the good of the nation. Chant in the morning, I chant in the night. I chant in the darkness and under the spotlight. I passed through university. I passed through sociology and then I got a dread degree in dreadful ghettoology. This poetry is with me when I take a walk and when I am talking to myself in poetry I talk. This poetry is with me, below me and above. You see, this poetry is from inside me and goes to you with love.
Screw the dealers, help the addicts.
People don't do drugs, drugs do people. You're more important than a packet of drugs. Keep it real, keep it true, keep it sane.